I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
This is the concluding part of our longer than anticipated driving songs episode. The tracks keep coming thick and fast. All right, what you got for me next?
You're going to know this one. It's from a movie. A lot of mine seem to be, but Simple Minds, don't you brackets forget about me.
That'll get you moving.
That'll get you shifting.
Yep.
From The Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah, good film. Good film.
Good 80s movie. Yeah, so all going on there, isn't it?
Yep, can't knock that, mate.
Everyone should have a listen to that.
No, that's good. Right, I've got more retro cheese, and no driving playlist is complete without Black Betty by Ram Jam.
Let's pop this in my ears. Oh, it's that one.
Yep,
yeah.
There you go.
I don't know what any of these are called, but I know the tracks. Yes. Yeah, I think you might. That might get you where you're going. Yeah.
Amusingly, that they remember when they made that slightly iffy Dukes of Hazzard film in fairly recent times. It was used in that.
It did. Was it? Okay, I've only seen that once. I was so appalled that I've not watched it again.
I don't even think I've seen it all the way through, that one.
Yeah, it is rubbish, isn't it?
It's a little bit rubbish.
Absolute rubbish. Yes, it's been used in lots of films, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it works.
Yeah, it does.
Good driving track. Go on then. What are you going to go for next?
Rolling Stones.
Oh,
Start me
which
up.
one? Ah, there you go. Well, why not?
Why not? There you are.
Mr. Jagger strutting his funky stuff. Yeah,
there we go. All over the place. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one particularly because I remember it for reasons that probably most people won't.
Okay, then.
Although you might. It was used in Microsoft's campaign when they launched Windows 95.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, it was. Well, it was the reintroduction of. Well, I say reintroduction. It was the introduction of the start. Yes. And I almost said taskbar because there was a sort of taskbar in Windows 1. So.
True. Yes, although it was, indeed. I was going to say the 8-bit version of it, but it actually was.
But yes, the introduction of the start button.
Yes, it was, and they used it in that campaign.
Oh my God, do you remember them dancing on stage?
Yep.
Oh my goodness me!
Retiring Steve Ballmer there. Yes.
Yeah, just stop it.
Front and center.
Oh, it was dreadful.
He's a package full of energy, wasn't he?
Honestly, it was. I remember watching that at the time, going, "What are they doing? Yes. Don't do it! Don't do it!
Don't actually do it!"
Oh, too late. He's done it.
Yeah. Bunch of middle-aged men prancing around on stage. Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't good, was it?
No.
It wasn't good. No. I don't think that helped anybody.
No.
Did that really sell any copies of Windows 95? I don't know.
I'd imagine that had the opposite effect.
I would have thought so.
Not for me. I'll stick with 3.1, Tal.
Yeah, I'm going to give OS 2 a try. Yes.
Lovely retro reference there.
That's a nerdy joke. Yes.
Yeah, that's not for everyone, that is it?
It's not. It's very specific. Market that one. Yes.
Oh dear. Right, let's bring it back. Let's get some tunes. Right. Yeah. It would be rude for me to not go through a driving songs playlist without just a hint of Pink Floyd. And it's the song that would perhaps start you on a gentle drive, but finish you driving with your hair on fire. And it's One of These Days.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
A full, but I say a full instrumental piece. There is one lyric on it, and it's interestingly the only lyric on it was recorded really fast and then played back incredibly slowly on the track.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it was Nick Mason doing the vocals.
He's a big petrol head.
He is, but he's also the drummer and doesn't normally go near the microphone. So.
No, indeed. I've just fired that up. Yeah, you're going mad by the end of that, aren't you? Yeah, you're ramming people out of the way and all sorts. Yeah.
And it is quite the lyric.
Be in a right old state.
Yes. It's quite the one line that he puts in there. It's one of these days, I'm going to cut you into little pieces. You go, whoa,
ooh, angry little man. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. But yeah, that'll get you shifting. Really good track.
It will. You're really going with that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Nice. Now, this next one, I wasn't sure if I was going to include it or not.
Okay, go on then.
But it's got a, I think it was. It's from Randy Newman. Mm-hmm. You are familiar with his work.
Oh, yes.
Of Short People fame, although that's not the track I've chosen. It's very rude. This track is called "It's Money That I Love."
Now, yeah.
Yeah, you know that track?
Yeah.
It is from a movie, and it's one of those movies that's been completely forgotten. It's from a movie called Surrender, starring Michael Caine and Sally Field.
Wow. That I have seen it. Blimey.
Yeah, I do have a copy, but it's taken me years, literally, to track it down. It's one of those movies that, even though it's a big budget movie with big stars in it, it's completely disappeared.
It's strange that some
find it anywhere. It's weird when that happens, isn't it? I mean, it stars Michael Caine, and you think it's just nowhere. You cannot find it.
Weird, isn't it?
But this track is used heavily in that film. It's used throughout the movie,
good track.
It is a good track. It's good foot tapping stuff. That
very good. Right, I'm going to bring us up to something quite modern.
Hey,
Muse.
Oh,
and Knights of Sidonia. That will get you going.
Will it?
Yes.
That'll get you off the line.
Matt Bellamy going nuts.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. That'll do it.
That's working. Yeah. You're really shifting with that. Yeah. You're in the outside lane with that, honking at people. Yes. Absolutely. Yes, I'm sorry, officer. The blue flashing lights blinded me. Yes. All of that.
Yeah, I couldn't stop until the song had finished. Terribly sorry.
Yes, it's quite long. Yes. You're going to travel some distance in those 5 minutes.
Yes. Yeah, I thought you'd approve of that one.
Yes. Okay, I've got a really very modern one here.
Very modern. Go on then.
Very modern. Last couple of years. No, that might be stretching it. But very modern. The Weeknd, Blinding Light.
I think you've mentioned this before.
Features a AMG in the video.
That's right, and you mentioned it, and I went and looked it up, and there was just no idea that this existed. And Katie even said to me, she said, "Oh yeah, that's quite popular. Yes, properly popular."
Yeah, it is.
Well, the 100-odd million views on YouTube seem to suggest that. Actually,
that is indeed the case. Yes.
But in my little world, that didn't exist.
That's never happened. Oh, well, I'm glad to have enlightened you.
Yeah, so, yes, I'm now aware of it. And yes, I can see why you would have picked that.
Yes. I really like that. Actually, it's Blinding Lights. I said Blinding Light. It's not. It's Blinding Lights.
Oh, that's right. We'll let you off.
We'll let you off that. It's a good video with a good car. And, yeah, I really like that. That's my sort of thing.
Yep. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that.
Yeah.
And now that I'm aware of it, I might try it again.
I think you should.
Yeah.
You need to keep listening to it until you like it.
I'm just useless with modern stuff. I really am.
Most of yours have been going back a bit, haven't they? Yeah, mind you, a lot of mine have, I suppose.
Well, that's it. I'd like to live up to my name, so that's good.
Yes.
Yes. I'll tell you what, that actually the next one isn't horrifically old. We're talking sort of early 2000s. Okay. And one of my sort of all-time favorite bands, and it's a bit of a super group as well, bit of a mishmash. And that's Audio Slave. Show Me How to Live. Got a bit of Chris Cornell on the vocals, various bits. Well, various people from Rage Against the Machine playing their instruments.
The instruments? Yes, okay.
That is a proper track, that is.
I'm going to listen now.
Good riffs.
Yeah, I mean, you're choosing a lot of guitar-based stuff, aren't you? I suppose you would, being a guitarist yourself.
Yeah, I suppose that will happen, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're in the little shed there practicing, aren't you?
Keeps me quiet. Well, stops some noises coming out of my face. It doesn't mean I'm quiet.
No, you're just noisy in a different way.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm no trouble. It's fine.
That's right. Yeah, keeps you out of bother. Yes. Yeah. Again, I can see why you've chosen that. Yes.
It doesn't
entirely to my taste, but I can see why you've chosen that. Yes.
Yeah, I got a lot of time for a bit of Audio Slave. I think they did. Yeah. They did good stuff. That particularly that self-titled album, which that is off of. That's start to finish tremendous.
Right. Yes, that's just popped up. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why you've chosen that. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll thrash you about. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Not an issue. Go on then.
I've got 3 tracks here, which are all from the same place. They're not from the same artist, but I have
the same place.
I know of them because of the same thing. They're all used in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Ha!
Now, Grand Theft Auto, all of them have had strong soundtrack choices.
Yes.
But I've got 3 here from Grand Theft Auto 5. First is the Chain Gang of 1974, Sleepwalking. Which these 3 tracks, the game has 3 different endings, and you can choose which one you play. And these 3 tracks play across the game's end credits, depending on which outcome you choose. That's where these 3 are used. So yeah, the Chain Gang of 1974 and Sleepwalking, which is I think all these are wonderful tracks. Neon Indian, Change of Coast.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And Favored Nations, the setup.
Okay, yeah, I see where you come from on all of those.
Yeah, they all kind of are similar.
And
they're all used sort of in the same way. But I love all 3 of those. So I've sort of jumped a bit there and put 3 in at once. But
no, that's fine. No, that makes total sense, and
yeah,
I approve.
Very good.
I would like to now head to Australia, and they're not like mega famous band, but they're quite well known. Airborne, and they did a track called "Blonde, Bad, and Beautiful," and it's not driving related in any way. But
no, it doesn't have to be. No.
My goodness me, you're going to speed.
You getting a wriggle on with that, are you?
Let's
have a listen here. Let's pop this one on in my ears. I'm not familiar with them at all. Yes, you are, aren't you? Yeah, you're getting. Yeah, you're. Yeah, you're going far too fast. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're possibly making gestures out the window with that as well.
Entirely possible.
Yes. I'll let that one in. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. I thought that'd be for
it's got a bit of a ZZ Top thing going on, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. There's
same sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's certainly a bit reminiscent. I see where you're coming from there.
Do I have a ZZ Top track on my list? I don't think I do, actually. No, I don't. I approve. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Yep, that's good. Right, go on then. What you got for me now?
Okay, next track is it does sort of have a car connection, but it's fairly tenuous, as many of our connections are when it comes down to it. Jakarta, American Dream.
Oh yeah, a very different take on it, but yeah, I can see.
It is a very different take on it. Yeah, a lot more electronic, and yeah, it was the tenuous car link is that it's used in the BBC documentary Car Crash, the DeLorean story. It's the theme to that documentary.
It was. Yes. Nice little nod there. Yeah. Very good.
And American Dream is quite an interesting track to choose for that particular story because, of course, the DeLorean very much was an American dream. So.
Yep. No, you can't fault what they did there. Actually, that was brilliant.
Yeah, it's really good.
Good track.
It works really well. Yeah.
Good track.
Yes. Right.
Right. So I'm gonna go really quite modern and very obscure. So much so you might not have it on Apple Music.
Let's see.
This is from a Manchester band.
Okay.
Very much still in the up and coming stakes, and it's the band is called Gorilla Riot, and the song is called Bad Sun, as in father and son rather than sun in the sky.
Yes, we got you. They are on Apple Music.
Oh, very good.
Let's have a look here. And Bad Sun is the first track it has offered me.
Perfect.
So they are doing perhaps better than you thought.
Well, the last time I saw them, they were a support band to someone who's really quite unknown in this country. So I was gauging it from that.
They were supporting somebody who was themselves really not quite there, right?
Yes.
Right, so I don't know this at all, so let me have a little listen here.
It's a sort of a bit of a slow burner, but it builds, and it's just a
much like myself.
Bit of a sort of dirty rock and roll, bit of blues, nice.
Yeah, that's good actually.
Really strong band actually. It was that was the first time I encountered them as a support act, and I've followed them ever since as a result.
Right. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Really good band, and you think when we saw them, there were 3 guitarists on stage, and you think that's quite a lot.
Yeah, that is quite a lot. That's quite busy. Yeah.
The way they played, fantastic. Really good band.
That's really good. I like that. I really like that. You've introduced me to someone new there. That's really good. Like that a lot.
Excellent.
Yes, well, I'm going to listen to more of them a bit later on.
Yes. They're
good. Good. Right, I've got a Bond track here, except it's not.
Go on then. I'm intrigued. You have my attention.
David Arnold and the Propellerheads on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Right, yes. Yes, I see what you mean. Yes, yes, that one. Yes.
It's that one, yes.
That one from that album.
Apparently, again, a little bit of a car link here, and also some dirty Bond knowledge. Apparently, when David Arnold came to do the Tomorrow Never Dies soundtrack, he wanted to bring Propellerheads in to help with the track Backseat Driver, which is, of course, the sequence with the BMW 750 in the multi-story car park.
Yep.
Which we have covered before. And he played that sequence with his track from his Shaken and Stirred album on Her Majesty's Secret Service, laid over the top of the sequence for Michael Wilson and Barbara Broccoli, the Bond producers, and said, I really want to bring these guys in and do something like this, a kind of wah-wah guitar kind of thing. He laid this track over that sequence, and they were absolutely sold on it, which is why the track Backseat Driver on the Tomorrow Never Dies soundtrack is done with the Propellerheads.
Well, and we got to be grateful for it because it's one of those I don't own all the Bond soundtracks, but I do own that one.
I do,
and it's it's one of my favorites.
It's a good track. Yeah, it's a good track, and it's the kind of thing that he'd spent the last few years doing, because his Shaken and Stirred album is full of stuff like that.
Well, that's what got him the job.
It was what got him the job. Yeah, absolutely. That and John Barry saying, "Yes, use him."
Yeah, that'll do it.
That helped. Yes, that's right. Use him. He's really good.
Yeah, very good.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. I tell you what, I'm going to go back now. We spoke earlier about Gone in 60 Seconds, but I'm going back to their soundtrack again, which is the reason
Can't go too far wrong.
This is the reason this is on the list, and it's Apollo 44, Stop the Rock.
Oh, yeah. I don't even need to look that up. Yeah. Yeah. I know it. I can hear it in my head now. Yeah. Yes, that's used in that, isn't it? Yes. I'm trying to think where it's used.
I can't remember exactly, but was it the bit where Nick Cage is running the go-karts, or am I completely muddled up with the different song?
It might be.
Oh, no, actually, no. I think it's later, actually. That was a different track I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to watch it again. That's one of those movies that we do watch every so often.
Well, it's a crowd pleaser, and it doesn't need your full attention, does it?
No, not at all. You haven't got to think about that, have you? There's nothing. No. There's no issues to be dealt with in that movie. It's just
no, that's it. As long as you mainly sort of spend your time sort of occasionally watching it, making sure that you flick back to the screen to point out the bits that they've got wrong.
Yes, there are mistakes in it, aren't there? Yes.
Yeah, and Robert Duvall's horrific accent. Yeah.
Yes, and of course it does what all Americans do and calls it Le Mans.
Oh, that boils my piss.
Yes, he does though.
Yeah, he does, because they're when he plays the soundtrack of the 365 GTP4 Daytona.
That's right. I've got no problem with what he's doing. I've got a problem with his pronunciation of it.
Le Mans, good
Le
heaven.
Mans. Yes.
Go away. Yep.
Yes. Go away, you annoying American. Yes. Great movie though, and a great soundtrack. You're right to choose that. That's really good. Yeah.
Yep. I like that a lot. Yeah. So yeah.
Now, I've got one here that might actually lose you your license if you tried to listen to it whilst you were driving. But and it is from a movie. A movie everyone's probably seen once. It's Dennis DeLatte, The Sound of Violence.
Yes, I can see what you mean.
And it's used in the movie Social Media.
Yes. Yep. Definitely license lost.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, but it's a brilliant track.
But only if you get caught, I suppose.
This is true. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Not that we're promoting speeding on public highways, obviously.
No.
No,
we're not.
No.
But you would get to the speed limit quite quickly.
Then you'd stick at it rigidly, obviously.
Yeah, you would. Absolutely would. Yes. And if you were feeling a little unnecessary, you'd pull over. Yes.
I do most days.
Yeah, that's more of a personal issue for you.
Yes. Oh, good. Everyone is spoilt with our tracks here, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Now I've still got loads, and I'm wondering whether I should just bap through them quite quickly.
Oh, okay. You will reel a few off, do you?
Yeah, I reckon maybe sort of quick fire top 40 type of thing.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Yep. Go on. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Shapeshifters, Lola's theme.
Yeah.
Well, there's one there nobody would have heard of.
Yeah, I suppose you go for sort of well-known stuff while you're reeling them off.
Yeah, I'm going to skip over that one because that one's. I've got a couple here that probably nobody's ever heard of.
Oh God, no! Highlights, main. Highlights.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one there. Right, we'll skip over that as well. Hybrid finished symphony.
Yep, good stuff.
College, A Real Hero, which is from the movie Drive. That's another really strong soundtrack.
Yeah, to be honest, listen to all of the soundtrack.
Yeah,
pop the whole thing on.
Just put that album on. Yeah, every track.
That's a playlist on its own, isn't it?
It is a playlist on its own. Great movie, great soundtrack. Here's one I know you will know what this is from and why I'm choosing it. Roachford, Cuddly Toy.
Oh, now you're talking. Now that's I haven't thought of that in a long time, actually.
No, it is used in
Partridge.
It's used in Partridge. Yeah, that's right.
And
yeah,
but if you take the Partridge element away, yes, I can still see why. But you feel that he may have spoiled it.
He might have. Yeah, absolutely.
He does that with things.
He does. He absolutely ruins things that are otherwise rather good. Yeah, absolutely.
No one can have a Lexus. No one can have a Rover 800.
No one can listen to Roachford.
No. And
it's
no one can listen to the Goldfinger title sequence anymore without thinking of him walking to the petrol station.
No. Or
the spy who
loved me.
Bit of bush.
Absolutely, clang-a-lang-a-lang. No.
Lang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang. And that's it. And you think that was one of the strongest Bond themes forever ruined.
It's destroyed. Yes.
Completely Billy Bollocks.
Yep. Yes.
But that's fantastic.
Yes. Well, it had to be included.
Yeah, I like that.
There is a band I've only recently discovered called ELFL.
It's a new one on me as well.
Yeah, I only recently found lots of sort of 80s style electronic stuff.
Can't knock that.
I would suggest checking out their tracks Never or Right Now and All Emotions. I think they're both really good driving songs.
Okay, they've been duly noted.
Yeah, check them out. ELFL. Most of what they do, I think, would fall into our category, but yeah, check them.
Okay.
Check them out.
Okay, very good. Any more you want to reel off?
Oh yeah, Fleetwood Mac, Everywhere.
Yep.
Roxette, Sleeping in My Car.
Very good.
Dire Straits, Heavy Fuel.
Yeah.
There's some fantastic. Listen to the lyrics very carefully of that track. It's absolutely brilliant.
I will do. I don't think I ever really have.
No, do.
It's just one of those songs that goes on, isn't it?
It'll make you chuckle. Listen to the lyrics. They're
good.
Really good.
Oh no, that's very funny. Tomorrow, is it?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I'll be disappointed if you don't message me about that tomorrow. Phil Collins, Something Happened on the Way to Heaven.
Love a bit of Phil.
Don Henley, The End of Innocence. Carly Simon, Let the River Run.
That's a prominent feature on a lot of driving lists, actually.
Is it? Okay, I wasn't aware of that.
Sure, I've seen that on a few lists before. It's a good
movie from the movie Working Girl. Yeah, that is a good one. Chris Rea, The Road to Hell.
Classic.
Christopher Cross, Ride Like the Wind.
Yep, again, quite classic, isn't it?
It is. A few classics here. Steve Winwood, Higher Love.
Yep.
Yeah, don't laugh.
I didn't. No, it's fine. You mistook that for a noise. It's fine.
It was a noise, definitely. Yeah. 3 tracks from Duran Duran here.
I've got a couple actually for the quick fire list.
Okay, very good. I've chosen Ordinary World.
Which fantastic.
Is also from Layer Cake.
Quite the scene.
Oh God, yes. Yes.
No, that's not podcast friendly. That
no, it's not. It's really not. Let's not ever talk about that. I've also chosen perhaps a couple of more unusual tracks from them. Come Undone and Out of My Mind.
I see. The one I had was Hungry Like the Wind.
Yeah,
that's quite a bit of a driving jobby, that one, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yes. Hungry like the wind, isn't it? Hungry like the wolf.
Sorry, I don't
Yes.
know what. Sorry, talking rubbish.
My brain was going there, and I was thinking, is it?
It's not.
No, I
it's
don't.
not.
I don't want to say it's not and look stupid.
Like
no, it really isn't hungry. That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
No.
You get the feeling I'm flicking through various playlists here and amalgamating songs.
I think you might be.
Yeah. So the wolf. Yeah. We'll edit that. Hungry like the wolf. See, that's my edit point. Do you see?
That's brilliant. That no one will ever know.
Subtle.
That you completely mashed that. No, until I tell them on social media.
Right, I'm leaving that well in there.
Yes, Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Yep.
Aha, Take on Me.
Well, yeah.
Roxy Music, Same Old Scene.
Well, can't go wrong with a bit of Roxy Music.
Yeah, can't. That was used in Ashes to Ashes.
Oh, it was, yes.
It was, yes, which features many wonderful motor vehicles.
Yes, it does. It almost needs an episode, that really, doesn't it?
That's a good point, actually. Why don't we refamiliarize ourselves with that and do an episode on that? That would be really good. Yeah.
Yeah, because both you and I favour Ashes to Ashes over Life on Mars. So
yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. It's more our era, I think.
I think but that's perhaps it. It resonates a bit more.
I think so. Most of we lived in the era that they're doing, whereas Life on Mars is a little bit early for us. So I think maybe that's what it is. All the cars and stuff you see and all the stuff they're talking about, you actually remember. Yeah, let's do that because there's a lot to go out there.
Yes.
Good stuff. Good. Brian Ferry, You Can Dance. That's fairly recent, actually.
It is actually.
Yeah, quite like
in
that.
The grand scheme of things.
In the grand scheme of things. Mark Cohen, Walking in Memphis.
Yeah.
Which I prefer over the.
Don't say it.
Oh, I won't say it. Over the other one.
The other one, yeah. Yes. It's the correct answer, yeah.
Got another Mark Cohen track, Silver Thunderbird. Yeah, love that one. Tom Petty, Free Falling.
Oh yeah, that is good.
Yes, I thought that would be right up your pipe. That one, yes.
That is, and I tell you what, there's another version that you should look up by one of my favourite guitarists. John Mayer did a live version of Free Falling.
Okay.
In 2008, and my goodness me, he did it very well.
I will look that out. I have made a note. I will look that up. Eric Clapton, Layla.
Oh well, as we've discussed in our episode about car ads on TV, forever associated with Vauxhall.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, yes, of course. Michael Jackson, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
Yep.
I think you'll like this one. Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street.
Yeah, got a lot of time for that.
Yeah. This one may be a bit more unusual. Peter Gabriel, Salisbury Hill.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have, personally, I wouldn't have associated that with driving, but I mean, it's a good song.
I think it works. I think it works for me.
Again, I suppose it comes down to circumstances and mood, doesn't it?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't. Yeah. No, by no means am I criticising. I think. Yeah. I will give that a bit of time. I reckon.
I think so. Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill.
That's one I've heard before. Actually, you mentioned on Driving Tracks.
Yes. Yes, I think that works for me. And Lionel Richie, Running with the Night.
Now, you see, Lionel Richie is one of those artists that I really admire.
Yes, I do.
I think he embodies pop music.
Yeah, you're probably right.
He's one of those people that I think is actually one of the most all-round tremendous artists we've ever had.
Yes.
And I've got a
bit of a petrol head as well. Got a lot
of time for Lionel Richie.
Yes. Lionel Richie. Yes.
This is in the band from the Commandos, wasn't it?
Yes. It was.
Yes, I like that. I tell you what, when he did the Sunday afternoon slot at Glastonbury, my goodness me, what a set that was.
Oh, I bet it was. I bet that got everyone going.
That was, wow.
Proper. He's just been doing it for so long, hasn't he? It's amazing, really. I mean, he was proper Motown. There aren't many of those left.
That's it. You think back to like the when you call them the correct name of the Commodores, and you think
the Commodores, yes.
Proper Motown funk soul at like Brick House or something like that. Just proper tracks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
don't know whether you'll agree with this, but it works for me. Madonna Celebration.
I don't know if it'd be on my driving list, but earlier Madonna stuff I've got a lot of time for.
Yeah, that particular track I picked because I think it works for driving. Manic Street Preachers, The Love of Richard Nixon. That's that's got a really good beat to it.
That is good. If I were going for Manics, I would have picked Motorcycle Emptiness.
Okay.
I don't know, but just something about it. It's the earlier stuff.
That's all this is about. It's about the feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good band, though. Good band.
Good band. Kirsty MacColl, Walking Down Madison.
I've not heard that in a long time. Lovely.
No, I hadn't. Here's one. Nick Kershaw, Wide Boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's another little retro reference. I like it.
Yes. That's proper retro, that is.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Glad to report that he is still going strong. He's still touring.
Is he?
He is.
Oh, fair play to him. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't look quite the same anymore, but he's still out there.
No, probably not prim and proper, but it's fine. It's fine.
No, he's still out there. What have we got here? Oh, yeah. Alabama 3 woke up this morning.
Yes.
Really
good. Yep.
Absolutely. Billy Joel, We Didn't Start the Fire.
Got a lot of time for Billy Joel.
Yeah, I have. I'm a huge fan of Billy Joel.
Yeah,
there were many tracks of his I could have chosen, but
good heavens,
specifically for a driving song, I think We Didn't Start the Fire.
Yeah, that man can tinkle the ivories.
Oh, he knows what he knows his way around a song.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's the thing that I like about that is he's sort of spanned genres as well.
Yes, he has all sorts of things, and there's always stories in his songs. Every track tells a story, which I like. There's some substance to it. Everything is it's got a reason behind it.
Oh, and there's a bit about him that it'll put you off, but it endears him to me a bit more. He quite likes a motorbike.
He does, actually. Yes, I did know that. Yeah, but no one's perfect. Am I allowed a Coldplay track?
You're allowed to say it. I'm not going to agree with it.
It's their very latest one, Higher Power.
Oh dear.
Works for me.
Quickly moving on.
Moby, After.
Yeah, I can see why you go for that. Yeah.
Yes. And my final track, and if you don't know this, you absolutely need to go and listen to it immediately. Loudon Wainwright III, Dead Skunk in the Middle of the Road.
Yeah. No, you're all right. No arguments need to ensue. I know what that is. It's fine. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're going to go quick fire, then I'd better. I'm going to go for it. I don't think I've got as many left on the list, but I'm going to reel off a couple. We're going to go full cheese. We're going to go free. All right now.
Oh yeah.
No list is complete without that sort of silliness.
That's true.
Placebo, The Bitter End.
Oh yeah.
Good fast riffs. That'll get you.
Yeah.
Feeder, Buck Rogers.
Oh, I don't think I know that one.
You will when you play it.
I probably will when I play it. Yes, fair enough.
Where are we going next? Again, we're keeping it relatively modern. And Jet, are you going to be my girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You thought I was going to go full Partridge on there, didn't you, with Jet?
I was hoping. I was really hoping. But yeah, Jet, you didn't.
No. Only the band the Beatles could have been. And this
controversial.
Oh dear. There's one that it's a bit of an 80s one, and it's the reason my dear wife Kaylee is called Kaylee. It's Marillion.
Yes, I know the track.
It's a good track.
That is why her name was chosen, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why that occurred.
Yeah.
Which that'll happen.
Did.
And if we're going for full 80s ballad type material, if you're going for silliness in the vehicle, Foreigner, I Want to Know What Love Is.
Oh, yeah, you've done it there with that, haven't you?
Yeah, I thought you wouldn't argue on that particular point.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. Wow, that's strong praise.
No, you've hit a chord with that one, literally.
Oh, you see what you did there?
Yeah, clever that, wasn't it? Yes.
You mentioned Dire Straits. Money for Nothing.
Yes.
Tempo wise, really good.
Almost chose that, and then went for Heavy Fuel instead. But yeah, again, there are several tracks there that could work. Yeah.
And one final one from me for 80s silliness, and from perhaps one of the most overlooked guitarists who's recently departed, actually, Van Halen, Jump. Proper track.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we are. Good choices. We all need to go and have a little listen there, don't we? Because there's stuff there. We've educated each other on a few there.
We have, and I'll tell you what, that's going to take me a while to compile the notes on that one so that I can publish every single track in the order in which they appear in the podcast. Good heavens, I've got a job.
Got your work cut out there, mate, haven't you? Blimey, yes.
That's going to take me a little while, though.
That is going to take you a while. You're going to wear out your pause button doing that.
I am, and I get the feeling that due to the length of said episode, we might be looking at a two-parter here.
Or we're going to keep people on the edge of their seats. What are they going to choose next?
I think we might captivate an audience of an audience of one or possibly two.
Yeah, you never know. It could happen.
That's fine. I mean, the most important thing is, I bet people are going to be poking their playlists and going for a drive, which you can't snub.
I think that's if we can have inspired people to have done that, then I'll be very happy with that. Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.